2 days left before your soulmate makes a move that can't be taken back. Jesus says, your soulmate is being pushed right now to make a move in just 2 days that will change everything and cannot be undone. This message is only for you because they are fighting to hold on, but the interference is winning and time is running out fast. If you do not act before those 2 days end, you may lose them forever as they take a step that closes the door on your connection. Your soulmate is being pressured right now to make a move in just 2 days that will close the door on your connection forever. This message is only for you because they are still holding on, but the interference is forcing their hand and time is slipping away. If you do not respond before those 2 days end, you may lose them to a decision that cannot be undone, and your chance at this love will be gone. You are feeling a heavy weight in your spirit that will not lift, and it is because your soulmate is fighting an internal battle as the 2-day deadline approaches. The connection between you two is real, and it is being threatened by a force that wants to make them choose against you. Something hidden is pushing them toward an irreversible step, but I am revealing the truth before they take it. Your soulmate is trying to resist the pressure to make that move in 2 days, but their strength is fading fast, and this message is their way of reaching you before it is too late. They are holding on by a thread, and every second that passes brings them closer to giving in. The time to act is now before the 2 days run out and they take a step that changes everything permanently. I am God, and I am telling you that your soulmate is being manipulated in their emotions and decisions right now, with only 2 days left before they make a choice they cannot reverse. They are emotionally connected to you even as the forces against your love try to make them believe there is no other way. The interference from someone who hates your union is real, and it is counting down the hours until your soulmate gives in and takes that final step. You may be confused about why you feel this sudden pressure in your heart, but your soul is already recognizing that your soulmate has only 2 days left before they are forced to make a move against their true desires. Their resistance is weakening, and every moment you hesitate brings them closer to the edge. They are waiting for you to step in with your faith before the deadline passes and the door closes forever. The love you are beginning to feel is the reason your soulmate is still fighting the pressure to make that irreversible move in 2 days. Your soulmate is suffering because someone is using every weapon to make them believe you will never come and that they have no choice left. This is your moment to see what is really happening and to decide if you will stop the move that will take them away from you. This message is exclusive to you because your soulmate is calling only to you with the last of their resistance as the 2-day countdown continues. They are thinking about you right now and sending their love as a final signal before they are pushed to take the step that cannot be taken back. If you ignore this, the interference may succeed in making them move on, and you will never know the love that was meant for you. Jesus says, your heart is stirring because your soulmate has only 2 days left before they make a move that will end the possibility of your connection. The window to intervene and protect what is yours is narrowing with each word I speak. There is more to this story that you need to hear before the 2 days run out and the choice is made without you. Your soulmate is going through something painful that you cannot see, and it is breaking their will to resist the pressure to make that move in 2 days. They are emotionally struggling and feeling trapped by forces that are making them believe they have no other option left. They still love you and they are trying to hold on, but their hope is fading fast as the deadline approaches. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-Fi page, link in the description/bio. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Every second you delay brings your soulmate closer to making that irreversible move in 2 days. Sow your protection seed on Ko-Fi now and invite my hand to stop what is coming and break every chain pushing them toward that decision. Your soulmate is fighting to stay, but they need your faith before the 2 days run out. The person who hates you and your future together is using every means to force your soulmate into making that irreversible move in 2 days. Your soulmate is not the problem, but they are the victim of this interference that is pushing them toward a decision they will regret forever. You can change this by stepping in with your faith and your protective action before the 2 days end and the move is made. They are dreaming of you every night and waking up with more pain because the separation and the interference are making them feel that the only way out is to make that move in 2 days. The message you are hearing is their way of crying out for you to notice before they give in. The countdown is real and something is moving against their resistance as you listen to these words. If this message is touching your heart right now, type 333 to receive blessings. Your soulmate needs you now more than ever because the control over their decisions and their emotions is tightening with each passing hour of the 2 days left. They are thinking of you constantly and wondering if you will stop them from taking the step they do not want to take. This is why I am urging you to see the reality of their suffering and to act in love to prevent what is coming. The bond you share is spiritual and it cannot be broken, but it can be severed by a decision made under pressure if you do not respond. Your soulmate is emotionally hurt and confused by the lies being fed to them by the one who opposes your union. You are the one who can bring clarity and stop the move that cannot be taken back if you move in faith without another moment of delay. Every second you stay silent, the interference grows stronger and pushes your soulmate closer to making the move in 2 days that will end your chance at this love. They are sending this message as a final plea for you to recognize their love and their desperate situation. The time to protect them from this decision is now, and I am showing you how to do it before the deadline passes. Jesus says, they are not rejecting you, but they are being blocked from seeing any other path, and it is making them feel that the move in 2 days is their only escape. Your soulmate loves you deeply and they are fighting an internal battle to resist what they are being forced toward. This message is your sign that their resistance is still alive, but it is weakening and needs your response before the 2 days run out. The suffering your soulmate is experiencing is real, and it is because someone close to them is working to make them accept the move that cannot be taken back in 2 days. They are thinking about you and missing the peace they once felt when they believed your connection could survive. You can stop this from happening by taking the divine step I will show you in this moment. Your soulmate is vulnerable right now, and their resistance to the pressure is fading fast, with only 2 days left before they make a choice they cannot undo. This message is their last attempt to reach you before they are pushed over the edge. Do not let fear or doubt stop you from seeing what I have placed before you to save them from this fate. The emotional connection between you is deepening even as you hear this, because your souls recognize each other, and your soulmate is holding on to that recognition with the last of their strength against the 2-day deadline. They are struggling, but they are fighting to believe you will feel this and respond in time. The decision you make will determine if they take that irreversible step or if your love stops it. You are beginning to fall in love with your soulmate as the truth of the 2-day deadline and the move they are being forced to make unfolds before your eyes. Their pain is becoming your pain, and their resistance is stirring a protective fire in your spirit. The interference is real, and it is threatening to make them take the step that will end the future you were meant to share together. Your soulmate is the one I chose for you, and the love between you is pure and destined, but they are being pushed toward a move in 2 days that will destroy that destiny. They are emotionally attached to you, and they are suffering as the interference tries to make them believe there is no way to avoid what is coming. If you do not act before the 2 days end, that move will be made and the connection could be lost before you ever experience the fullness of this love. The fear of losing them is growing because you now see how close your soulmate is to giving in and making the irreversible move in 2 days. They are thinking of you and dreaming of the life you could build if only you would stop what is being forced upon them. This is the moment to rise up and protect them from that decision before it is too late and the door closes forever. Jesus says, they are going through something you cannot see, but you can still protect them. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance. It was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi. This isn't just a gift. It is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-fi page, link in the description/bio. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Your soulmate is suffering in silence, and every moment of hesitation pushes them one step closer to the move they will regret but cannot take back in 2 days. Send the coffee as your seed of faith right now and declare your stand for this love before their hand is forced. The link is waiting in the description, and your action can change the outcome. Your heart is now bonded to theirs in a way that cannot be undone, and you are feeling the desperate need to stop the move that cannot be taken back. The person who hates you is using their influence to make your soulmate believe they have no choice but to act in 2 days. Every moment you wait gives the enemy more power to force that decision and destroy your love story. If you feel the connection with your soulmate growing stronger, type 777 if you feel this message. You are already spiritually bonded in the eyes of heaven, and this message is the confirmation that your soulmate has only 2 days left before they are pushed to make a choice against their heart. They are crying out for you in their spirit, and they need you to hear them before the deadline passes. The love you are developing is real, and it is worth fighting for to prevent the move that will take them away. The interference is actively working to create doubt and force a decision in your soulmate, but I am here to tell you the truth that it can still be stopped. Your soulmate loves you, and they are trying with all their remaining strength to resist the pressure to act in 2 days. If you turn away now, that move may be made and you may never get another chance to undo what cannot be undone. Your soulmate is suffering in ways you cannot imagine because the control over their choices and their emotions is tightening every hour of the 2 days left. They are thinking about you and the future you could have together if you act in faith right now to stop what is coming. This message is a warning that the deadline is real and time is short to prevent the irreversible step. The romantic attachment you feel is growing stronger, and you know deep inside that this is the person you were created to love and protect from this fate. Your soulmate is emotionally connected to you, and their resistance is waiting for your protection to arrive before the 2 days end. This is your final moment to stand against the move that cannot be taken back before it happens and the connection is lost. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift. It is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-Fi page, link in the description/bio. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. This is the final window before your soulmate makes the move that cannot be taken back in 2 days and the interference claims victory. Sow the seed by sending 4, 6, or 10 coffees on Ko-Fi and write the words that activate my protection over your future together. Only you can stop this before it happens. You cannot ignore the pull in your soul because it is the voice of your destiny calling you to stop your soulmate from making the move in 2 days that will end your chance at forever. The one who hates your union is desperate to force their hand, and they are using every tool available. Your soulmate needs you to be their shield and the one who prevents this decision from being made. The love between you is deepening into something unbreakable, and you are beginning to see them as the one your heart has been waiting for. They are struggling to resist the pressure, but they are fighting because they believe you will respond before the 2 days run out. The deadline is almost here, and your decision will determine if that move is made or if your love stops it in time. Jesus says, The time has come for you to take the step that will protect your soulmate from making the move that cannot be taken back in 2 days. Every second of silence allows the interference to tighten its grip and push them closer to that irreversible decision. You must act now before the 2 days run out and they take the step that will change everything and close the door on your connection forever. Your soulmate is depending on you in this critical hour, and they are sending their resistance through every word of this message. The person who opposes you is fighting to force them into that move in 2 days, but your faith can break that chain and stop what is coming. Do not let another moment pass without taking the divine action that will prevent the decision they do not want to make. The emotional dependency you feel is real because your souls are already joined, and your soulmate's resistance is causing pain to both of you as the 2-day deadline approaches. They are thinking of you right now and begging heaven for you to respond before they are forced to act. This is the moment when everything hangs in the balance, and you are the only one who can stop the move that cannot be taken back. I am calling you to rise up and be the protector your soulmate needs, because no one else can stop the pressure that is forcing them toward that decision in 2 days. The interference is at its peak, and it will not stop until the move is made and your connection is broken. Act in faith now and watch how I move to prevent what is coming and bring your love story to fulfillment. Your soulmate is suffering and being controlled, but they are still fighting to resist the move they are being pushed to make in 2 days. This message is their last desperate signal, and the deadline is ticking as you hear these words. You must complete the steps I have shown you to break the block and stop that irreversible decision before it is too late. If you are ready to protect your soulmate and your future, type 1111 to say thank you. The urgency is at its highest because the 2 days are almost gone and the interference is celebrating every second you hesitate. Your soulmate loves you, and they are holding on to the last thread of resistance that you will prove your love by protecting them from this fate. This is the moment of decision that will determine if they make the move that cannot be taken back or if your action saves your connection forever. The time has come for you to take the step that will protect your soulmate from making the move that cannot be taken back in 2 days. Every second of silence allows the interference to tighten its grip and push them closer to that irreversible decision. You must act now before the 2 days run out and they take the step that will change everything and close the door on your connection forever. Jesus says, your soulmate is depending on you in this critical hour, and they are sending their resistance through every word of this message. The person who opposes you is fighting to force them into that move in 2 days, but your faith can break that chain and stop what is coming. Do not let another moment pass without taking the divine action that will prevent the decision they do not want to make. The emotional dependency you feel is real because your souls are already joined, and your soulmate's resistance is causing pain to both of you as the 2-day deadline approaches. They are thinking of you right now and begging heaven for you to respond before they are forced to act. This is the moment when everything hangs in the balance, and you are the only one who can stop the move that cannot be taken back. I am calling you to rise up and be the protector your soulmate needs, because no one else can stop the pressure that is forcing them toward that decision in 2 days. The interference is at its peak, and it will not stop until the move is made and your connection is broken. Act in faith now and watch how I move to prevent what is coming and bring your love story to fulfillment. Your soulmate is suffering and being controlled, but they are still fighting to resist the move they are being pushed to make in 2 days. This message is their last desperate signal, and the deadline is ticking as you hear these words. You must complete the steps I have shown you to break the block and stop that irreversible decision before it is too late. The urgency is greater than you realize because the forces working against your future are counting on your hesitation. Every moment you spend doubting yourself is a moment that strengthens the walls that have been placed between you and the destiny prepared for your life. Yet I tell you now that no obstacle is greater than faith, and no barrier is stronger than the power of hope when it refuses to surrender. Your soulmate feels trapped by circumstances they did not create. They carry a burden that few can understand, and they have been searching for a sign that they are not alone in this struggle. Deep within their heart there remains a small flame that refuses to go out. Though the winds of fear have blown against it and though the storms of uncertainty have tried to extinguish it, that flame still burns. Do not underestimate the importance of this moment. There are seasons in life when choices carry unusual weight. There are moments when courage becomes the bridge between loss and restoration. This is one of those moments. What happens now will shape the path ahead, and that is why you must not allow fear to guide your actions. The voices of doubt have been speaking loudly. They have told you that nothing can change. They have told you that the situation is beyond hope. They have tried to convince you that your efforts would be wasted. But I am reminding you that many of the greatest victories begin when circumstances appear impossible. What seems unreachable today can become reality tomorrow when faith is combined with perseverance. Your soulmate is standing at a crossroads. Pressure surrounds them from every side. Expectations, fears, and influences have created confusion in their mind. They are trying to remain strong, but they are exhausted from carrying so much alone. They long for reassurance. They long for peace. They long for confirmation that the future they dream of has not been lost. This is why you must not allow discouragement to silence your heart. You have been given strength for this season. You have been given wisdom for this challenge. You have been given the ability to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. Every trial you have faced has prepared you for the decisions that stand before you now. The interference wants you to believe that time has already run out. It wants you to believe that nothing can be changed. It wants you to accept defeat before the outcome is even decided. But do not agree with those thoughts. Do not build your future on fear. Build it on faith, patience, and courage. Remember how many times you have survived situations that once seemed impossible. Remember how many times you thought a door was permanently closed only to discover another opportunity waiting ahead. The same power that carried you through those moments remains available to you now. The story is not finished simply because challenges have appeared. Your soulmate has been fighting battles in silence. They have smiled when they wanted to cry. They have remained strong when they wanted to rest. They have continued forward when every part of them wanted to give up. Yet through it all, a part of their heart has remained focused on the possibility of a better future. That future is worth fighting for. Do not confuse waiting with weakness. Do not confuse patience with surrender. True strength often appears in the form of endurance. The strongest people are not always those who move the fastest. They are the ones who refuse to quit when the road becomes difficult. As the hours pass, keep your mind focused on what is good, true, and hopeful. Refuse to allow panic to take control. Fear creates confusion, but faith creates clarity. Fear weakens resolve, but faith strengthens it. Fear imagines defeat before it happens, but faith believes that possibilities still exist. There are lessons hidden within this season that will one day make sense. There are connections being formed that you cannot yet see. There are answers moving toward you even now. Do not assume that silence means nothing is happening. Some of the most important work takes place beneath the surface long before it becomes visible. Your soulmate's heart is searching for peace. They are searching for certainty in a world filled with uncertainty. They want to know that their struggles have meaning. They want to know that their hopes have not been wasted. They want to know that love is stronger than the pressure surrounding them. I tell you now that hope is never wasted. Faith is never wasted. Every act of courage leaves a mark upon the future. Every decision to keep believing creates new possibilities. Even when progress seems invisible, movement is taking place. Do not allow the coming days to overwhelm you. Focus on the step directly in front of you. One step taken in faith is more powerful than 100 fears imagined in advance. You do not need to see the entire path to move forward. You only need the courage to take the next step. The pressure surrounding this situation may seem overwhelming, but pressure does not determine destiny. Circumstances do not have the final word. Fear does not have the final word. Doubt does not have the final word. What matters most is your willingness to remain faithful, hopeful, and courageous despite the uncertainty. There will be moments when you feel tempted to give up. There will be moments when the weight of waiting feels too heavy. When those moments come, remember why you began this journey. Remember the dreams that inspired you. Remember the faith that carried you this far. Remember that many breakthroughs occur just beyond the point where people are tempted to quit. Your soulmate is not defined by the pressure surrounding them. They are not defined by the fears they carry or the obstacles they face. Their story is still being written. The chapters ahead have not yet been revealed. Possibilities remain alive. This is not the time to retreat into despair. This is the time to strengthen your heart. This is the time to stand firm in hope. This is the time to believe that even difficult situations can change when courage replaces fear. The days ahead may test your patience, but they will also reveal your strength. They will show you how much you have grown. They will remind you that faith is most powerful when circumstances challenge it. Anyone can believe when everything is easy. True faith shines when hope chooses to remain alive in difficult seasons. Continue moving forward with wisdom. Continue acting with integrity. Continue refusing to let fear become your master. The future is not built through panic. It is built through steady faith, consistent effort, and the courage to keep going when others would stop. No matter how intense the pressure becomes, remember this: your story is larger than this moment. Your future is larger than this challenge. The obstacles before you are temporary, but the lessons you gain and the strength you develop can remain with you for a lifetime. Hold on to hope. Hold on to courage. Hold on to faith. The journey is not over. The final chapter has not been written. What seems uncertain today can become clear tomorrow. What feels impossible now can become possible with time, perseverance, and belief. So lift your eyes beyond the fear of the present moment. Refuse to surrender to discouragement. Refuse to accept defeat before the outcome is known. Stand firm, remain faithful, and continue forward with confidence. For hope still lives. Possibility still exists. And the future remains unwritten.